Is it recording? Yes. All right, thank you for joining me today. In this exercise, as with some of the ones that we've covered in the past, I'll be reading the 3 sentences written to my left. Embedded within these sentences are issues that I'd like you to be on the lookout for related to spelling, punctuation, grammar, verb tense, and the like. Once I've read these, I'll move out of the way, ask that you pause the video, read them yourself, make any and all corrections, and then resume when you're ready so that we can correct them together and see if your corrections align with my own. I'll go ahead and kind of usher this to the front. Oh, that's right, I need to read it. I'm losing track. Okay, first sentence we have, "Is he still eat glue?" inquired a confused Delaney. Sentence number 2 reads, "No, he move on to something worser," Aria stated. And sentence number 3, "Is it what I think it is?" asked Delaney. "Yes, it's Chipotle." Okie dokie. Now I will step aside, ask that you pause the video here, reread it, and then resume. Okie dokie, I'm moving and talking, so I guess you have resumed the video. All right, beginning of the sentence should always start with a capital letter, so we'll go ahead and capitalize is. "Is he still eat glue?" inquired a confused Delaney. Here we've got 2 separate clauses. The first one is the interrogative sentence. So is he still eat? Well, if he's in the process of doing it, we want to take eat, the verb, and use the gerund variation of it. So is he still eating glue? Question mark, because that's the interrogative sentence in its entirety. Is he still eating glue? Let me get that over. And because we know Delaney is asking this question for the first clause, we also remember that to capture dialogue, we use quotation marks. So I'm going to open my quotation marks here. Is he still eating glue? And I'm going to close it at the end of her statement. Inquired a confused or confused at the time, right? A confused, past tense. Delaney. Delaney being a proper noun. It's the name of a person, in this case a student. And we're going to go ahead and end that second clause with a period. Continuing this train of thought. No, he moved on to something worser, Aria stated. Again, we've got 2 separate clauses. We've got the reply to the question, whether rhetorical or otherwise, and the attributing of that first clause to Aria. So beginning again with a capital letter, opening up our dialogue, because this is what Aria is saying in response to Delaney's question. No, he moved, past tense. He's already done this. On to should be a compound word. Something worser. Worser, ER makes this a comparative. We don't want this as a comparative, although you could append instead of worser, which isn't a word. Sorry. You would say more worse, but that's not quite a correct pairing, so instead we're going to say worse. So no, he's moved on to something worse. End statement, comma, Aria, proper noun, capitalized, stated, period. We're going to end that second clause with a period. All right, moving on to sentence number 3. Is it what I think it is? Ask Delaney. Again, we've got 1 clause here. Beginning the sentence should always start with capital letter. I know that Delaney is asking a rhetorical question, capturing that with dialogue using quotation mark. Is it what I, independent subject pronoun I should always be capitalized, think it is? Question mark. Ask. Well, she's done this, so it's the past tense. We're going to append the suffix ed. Asked Delaney, proper noun. We're going to capitalize the D. Period. You're wondering, oh, okay, seems like there's 2 sentences here. So is it what I think it is? Asked Delaney. End sentence. New sentence. Yes, which means it needs to be capitalized. This is the possessive form of the object pronoun. Instead, we want the contraction it is. So we're going to add the apostrophe. Yes, it's Chipotle. Period. End quotation mark. And Chipotle is the name of an American chain of Mexican restaurants, or a restaurant that serves Mexican food. All right. So is it what I think it is? Asked Delaney. Yes, it's Chipotle. And we can assume that this response is coming from Aria, just following the context of the conversation. So, okay, hopefully this exercise was helpful for you. If it was, I would appreciate a like. And if you haven't already, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. It would help me out quite a bit. And I look forward to continuing exercises such as these with you in the future. And yeah, until the next one. Bye.